Hey guys, what is going on right here, and welcome back to the episode of Cards and Castles, where today we've got something a little bit different for you guys. So about a week ago, Slash asked me if I wanted to make some more content with him. I said, yeah, sure, of course. What do you have in mind? And the idea is what you will see in the following video. So essentially, me and Slash kind of rigged the casting conflicts, if you will. Our goal was to achieve some kind of stalemate and just see how long it would take for the casters to break. Of course, the casters not really being in on the idea that we are playing stalemate-based decks, and also the fact that we openly communicated during the game in a separate Discord to kind of, you know, control the game from a wider perspective, if you will. So what you're essentially about to see is me and Slash achieving a stalemate and watching Jump and Tweakin mentally break. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get started.
Alright everyone, welcome back to a Cards and Castles casting conflicts. Except this time we've turned the tables a little bit. We have the two OG casters playing the game, and it's me, Jump, and Tweakin doing the casting. Say hi, Tweakin.
Hi everyone. Oh,
So let's take a
running
look
to
at the
school
game.
today.
We're running
Yeah.
school, and
Are they both running school?
they've both got the same colors. It could be.
I love a mirror school matchup. I love it. There's just so much going on, and if both people can get the school down early, oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to watch.
It gets very chaotic on the board, but it's such a fun thing to watch. So Jimba's dropped his school already, and Red can only destroy that by walking up and hitting it, or if he uses Reclaim. Yeah, those are his two choices.
I doubt Red will have Reclaim in this deck. Looking right now, I would say Jimba has the best start. I mean, getting that school down early, having the con artist out, having cleric, priest, flying books. I really hope Red has something in the works here, because it can snowball very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like Jimba's positioning here too. He basically is telling Red, either I get a free hit with my con artist, or you have to clear everything out of the way for my Salahar Rider.
Uh-huh. Now, we haven't seen a school yet from Red, so so there's still a possibility that this is a ramp deck, but we haven't seen the likes of Southport Captain, Dragon Lore.
Yeah,
so
we would need to see something coming up pretty soon, because if you don't ramp fast enough, school will out-ramp you.
Exactly.
Okay. So he's going to get some extra draw, and a courthouse is not something you always see when you're playing school, but it's
but it's very annoying to play against. Very annoying to play against, especially when you have a rat hovel too. I wonder how many buildings Jimba has in this deck with Courthouse, because I mean, you probably run Armory, you probably run School. In Courthouse, I mean, yeah, Courthouse is great, but I mean, does it really warrant a place in your deck? I mean, that's depending on how many copies you have. If he only runs like one copy, like wow, what a snag early in the game.
Well, here's what I'm looking at is if you have a Courthouse, usually you play that with a lot of cheap units.
Right.
Because then
he's got a Courthouse of his own. Oh my god, dude.
It's real.
What are we watching?
I don't know, but I'm loving it.
This is outside of school. This is literally a mere matchup right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I was saying Courthouse. You want to play a lot of cheap, low health units because you just run at them and say, "I dare you to hit me."
Right.
And if that's the case, and Jimba's built his deck around Courthouse and School, if he doesn't get School early, then it's a bit of a risk. He will quickly run out of cards to draw.
Now this is RedMaster's chance to kind of take back. I mean, depending on what Jimba draws next turn, he outside of Lumberjack and Flying Books, he really has no way of getting his draws back.
Right, yeah.
So this is the time for Red to kind of take initiative, and hopefully he can. Okay, there's South Park Captain, so we might see a Craxus or a Mordock next turn. But I mean, with that courthouse still standing.
Right. Okay. And
Oh,
it's curious that Red just let that turn go through. I know you don't necessarily want to attack when there's a courthouse on the board, but we also just we're gonna have the clerics heal back up to full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's one, and that one's going to hear the other cleric.
Yeah, apologies. I think I'm to the viewers. I think I'm having a couple technical difficulties. It's getting a bit laggy, but
Fine. I'll take over for now.
Yeah.
Jimba plays to Southport Captain, his Hoston City Guards now, and Lumberjack. More of a defensive approach. He didn't really push anything forward outside of those clerics. Red has 9 gold this turn, so interesting what he's going to play this turn. I mean, he's going to play a blacksmith down.
Blacksmith. Yeah, I'm seeing it fine now.
There's the rat hovel.
Okay.
So those.
Interesting. I wonder, what do you think? Do you think Red has a school in this deck? Or do you think this is a schoolless ramp deck?
You know, it's hard to tell because the only gold gang unit that we've seen so far is Southport Captain. We haven't seen the Thief. We haven't seen Con Artist. We've just seen Southport Captain, and he is and Red's about to lose that courthouse. If I was Jimba, I would get rid of that courthouse.
Yeah, it's always a tricky card to play around, and he's got the opportunity this turn to take it completely out of the equation. While, again, healing up, hopefully both clerics, but he could heal up the courthouse as well.
Yeah. So he decided to not take the courthouse and decided to take out, or at least weaken, the blacksmith. And we'll see if that comes back to bite Jimbo. Right. Usually when I see someone play a courthouse, I try to take that out immediately because it could just be a nuisance the entire game.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when you've got the opportunity to take it out, whereas dealing damage to the blacksmith is
right.
It only matters if you can kill it off.
Exactly. So Red's kind of in a pickle right now. He's got 3 cards in his hand.
Right, and he's having a hard time taking out these clerics, even if they have bleed on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting some lagging. I don't know if it's the Discord connection, but it does catch up eventually. So we're able to see what's happening. It's just a little bit delayed.
Now, Red's fortunate enough that Jimba didn't draw a global buff here, so that Lord Master Terrius is going to survive as long with the rat hovels, both of them. With the blacksmith, Jimba got 2 schools down with the likes of the Elvish Thief and the Con Artist.
Right.
So next turn, I predict that Jimba is about to just get his entire hand back. So hopefully RedMaster has an answer, but he only has 2 cards in his hand. It seems like Jimba is running a more cost-efficient type deck with a lot of buildings. We have church, we have courthouse, we have 2 schools.
Now, we were talking about how many buildings Jimbo is running. How do you feel about the church?
Church can be good, but the problem is if you run too many buildings, you lose the unit count, and depending on what your opponent is running, no amount of building can make up for the lack of units. Yes, church is great, courthouse is great, but courthouse is only as good as long as you have units on the board that can survive. And church is an overall great card because it can heal everything, even your castle and your buildings. Uh, the fortunate thing with Jimba is he has 2 schools down, and that can regenerate his hand
Right. On the
very
other
quickly.
hand, RedMaster has 2 Teriuses. So he's
Yeah,
got 3 cards drawn per turn. And
mhm.
once we hit sudden death, that could easily rise to 4 cards per turn.
And that is the only. I want to say that is the only reason Redmaster is still in the game right now is because he has those 2 Lord Master Terriers. However, if he decides to attack with that top one, that is going to die because we have the courthouse. I mean, yeah, we're going to
Right.
see him
So it's
sacrifice that one. Lumberjacks come in and go out, take out the cleric. That's not going to heal anything because everything's at a full health. See a
no,
blacksmith
I
goes
think that
down.
might have been a top deck, but it can take out the flying books.
Yes.
That means
Um,
it, okay, well, and as we know, the Crusaders have a huge ability to heal up a castle from seemingly low amounts of health like this. Uh, so it's certainly not. The game is not yet over.
oh no. Oh no.
It
The
could
problem, oh
swing
my
either
gosh,
way.
this is a huge building deck.
There are so many buildings.
Yeah,
It,
Jim is out here building Rome right now.
yeah, yeah. They say you don't build it in a day, but
No, man.
if you've got
How
Jimbo
many?
on your team, then maybe you can.
He's about to run out of spaces here pretty soon if he keeps drawing buildings.
Yeah, you know what's been lucky for him in this game is that he hasn't been paired up against Vikings, number one,
No,
and second that he was able to get these churches down to sustain such a uh, card-heavy deck.
right.
Yeah, sometimes you play a deck that relies on one card like that, like a church or a dojo, and you go the whole game without seeing a single one.
Yeah, Jimba went into this game like, no, I am. I'm bringing all the buildings I can because I want these buildings out now, as soon as possible.
Right.
We're probably going to see the Elvis Steve trade with the top rat, I would imagine, and the
Well, he's
Salahar
gonna hit
rider.
the Tarius.
Oh wait, no, I didn't
Yeah,
even see.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
even see the Tarius
Seen a
get
couple
put forward that
times.
much.
Both players have used the "didn't mean to do that" quotes, and
So that was a costly mistake
it was.
by
That's a big one.
Redmaster.
Now Jimba's out of cards for this turn, but next turn he will draw 4 cards.
Yeah, just from that one gold and also the con artist. Even if you decide to
Oh
take out
no,
the con
sorry,
artist
with the
with
con
the book,
artist.
yeah, with the book, I mean, even if you take out the con artist
Yeah,
now,
it
you're still
still
giving,
draws 2.
yeah. So it's gonna get pretty rampy here the next couple of turns. Um, I mean, at this point, you got to give the advantage to Jimba. I mean, he has 2 schools. Red really isn't threatening anything outside the books that just hit castle, but that's easily going to die next turn depending on the cards that Jimbo draws, and he's going to draw tons of cards.
Oh, I
More
know.
divine knowledge, and there's the third school. Oh my god!
All right. So 4 more cards coming right up. Yeah, the churches on board are going to be immensely powerful now that sudden death is hit, and he's just got another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably gonna mug the blacksmith. Get that out of the way.
I'm actually thinking he didn't need to mug the blacksmith. All the units that we've seen him play so far will die to 2
The
courthouse
courthouse.
hits. Yeah,
Yeah,
no matter, nothing's gonna survive that. So having extra damage on RedMaster's units is hardly that big of a problem. It's more about getting rid of those units.
and we're probably going to see this.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of healing here. And so
Mhm.
far, Jimba and his 3 churches are looking pretty good in this battle. RedMaster, we're going to need to see some I guess churches of his own is the only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way. He could.
Well, he's moving his Tarius file up, so I would assume he's playing a building down there. It's a rat hovel. He's got 3 rat hovels now, and
He
there's
could bring out an
God,
Arbiter's to kill the church, but it's not looking so likely.
I mean, oh gosh.
Now, I'm wondering if this was a setup thing. Did they plan that they were going to do a mirror match?
If that's the case, we didn't have a talk with him. Burning Sun makes an appearance. Interesting.
Yeah, no matter what, though, this has been a very entertaining game so far, so I'm not complaining.
Oh no! I don't even think we've seen a single unit over 5 cost. 5. I think Lord Master Terrius has been the most expensive card this entire game so far.
You're right. You're very right.
This is not how I expected the first game to go.
But man, playing that single Southport captain gives him 3 draws with the churches, and then he's got 2 more with sudden death happening.
I want to know how many cards Jimba has left.
Right.
Oh my god! I've never seen this many buildings in a deck before. That's like not a meme. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buildings that he could possibly have on the board. There's some heal. RedMaster definitely needs to get some heal down. And if RedMaster is able to heal up his castle and consistently heal his castle, I'm gonna have to give the advantage to RedMaster just because he has 3 rat hovels down. And those can continuously.
Church.
There's the church. Now we have a game. Now we have our game. Now we have ourselves a game, and I think it's going to come down to who has the last unit on the board.
Really, I agree. It's amazing that we've come to this point, but.
And with RedMaster popping out 3 rats each turn,
rats every turn, and each one has 2 attack. Plus, if they're on the defensive side, it's got 4 more damage. So those are 6 damage rats.
There's the other rat hovel. Jimba's going to need to put that rat hovel down now. Yeah. You know, you're probably going to have to sacrifice Lord Master Terrius to take out the Southport captain. You play the Flying Books, take out his Lord Master Terrius. You play the rat hovel right in front of the school. And just pray.
Now, in this sort of matchup, I am slightly known for running out the clock, but when there's so much happening and you have so much gold and so many things to do on your turn, you really just have to start playing and hoping you don't make too many mistakes.
Right, exactly.
So
it's getting to the point where you can't afford to sit and think. No. It's just go, go, go.
We're already
seeing the timer going down.
Blacksmiths that trade with single rats. This could be the turnaround that we've been talking about the whole game.
Oh gosh.
And there we are with 3 more rats that RedMaster's gonna shove forward.
I have a feeling this game. Oh my god, this game's gonna go on for a half hour. I feel like if Jimba can't, if either RedMaster or Jimba can't take out one of the opponent's rat hovels, this game is going to last forever.
Yeah, that actually is a possibility. If the game comes to a point where both of them are generating an equal number of rats, okay. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Different. If they're generating an equal number of rats and they're healing more than they're taking per turn, then it could end in a stalemate where they just have to agree This is ridiculous.
We might have to just flip a coin for this first match. I've never seen this before in casting conflicts.
Never mind casting conflicts. This is a first ever. Well, okay, let's talk about the Doom ship in the room.
That is going to be, that's great for defensive RedMaster. I don't know how much you can do offensively with that, but that is great for defense. Where's he going to put the rest of these buildings?
And speaking of defense, RedMaster no longer takes damage from courthouses until a new one is played.
Mm-hmm. And Jimba is running out of spots to play his buildings.
Yeah, he's got plenty of card draw, but how many cards left to draw? Well, RedMaster's got a full hand of cards.
Oh, put a scope on that Doom shit, please.
You'd love to see it.
At this point, you just have to start damaging literally everything so you can take those church heels away from the castle. You have to hit the schools. You have to hit the rat hovels. You have to hit everything, and not just focus on the castle. Because if you do only focus on the castle, all that church heel is going directly to that castle. You need to try to stop that church heel as much as possible.
Well, notice what RedMaster did. By positioning his rat in that corner, he actually prevented one of the spawns of Jimba's rats. It's sneaky moves like that that may give him a slight edge in the long run.
Yeah, spawn blocking as much as you can. Jimba is out of cards here.
All right.
Jimba is out of cards.
We may have reached the game's halfway point.
As sad as that sounds, I think you're right. I'm surprised he put the church. I'm surprised he put the courthouse there and not the church. At this point, I think the church has way more value than a courthouse. What is your courthouse doing outside of feeding your rats?
Well, it's going to kill off the Doom ship for one, but that's about it.
I guess the only spot is you have to put your church in front of your castle.
In Jimba's mind, he may be thinking that he can always play the church at a later time. It's not an urgent thing to do.
I honestly think RedMaster has this game in the bag now, because Jimba has to use all three of his rats defensively now. He has no other units, and RedMaster is just going to continuously spawn 3 rats, and he still has 7 cards in his hands. I think this is a wrap for Jimba.
Speaking of spawn blocking, take a look at RedMaster's side. He's spawn blocked 2 of his own rats.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to get to the point where RedMaster just has too many rats and he's going to spawn block everything.
Yeah.
And Jimba's not going to have everything.
It is looking that way, and we know Jimba's not getting anything new.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, RedMaster's going to have a handful of content with this one video.
Sure he is. He's taking out all the units and buildings, but really the spawn block is the focus here.
Right.
That's the key.
Oh my god.
Hidden
my god. I thought I was the only person to run Hidden Fees in my school deck. Well, it's great to see Hidden Fees come out.
Is it a school deck? I imagine at this point, if it was a school deck, we would have seen a school by now.
No, this is not a school deck. It is literally just buildings, cheap units, courthouses, and just being annoying.
Alright, one more rat for RedMaster this turn.
Yep, I think this is the end of Jimba. I don't think Jimba can come back from this.
Yeah, RedMaster's still got cards being drawn each turn. But I'm curious to see, why is he purposely spawn blocking himself? What's
Yeah, like that's only hurting RedMaster. I get that you're trying to keep your more quote unquote powerful units for like a final push where you just overwhelm Jimba because you don't want to just continuously keep trading rats because nothing happens. However, you need to not block your rats because that is literally keeping you in the game and that is keeping Jimba at bay.
well, he's got 7 cards in hand to work with. One of them is a priest, which, well, makes his units a little bit stronger. He's set himself up to take down a church. And as much as the Hidden Fees was a fun card to play, since Jimba has nothing else to use,
Right now, Jimba
he has no more
nothing
gold
but
to
rats.
spend. The Hidden Fees have done absolutely nothing. Well,
And I want to
being
assume
said-
RedMaster
Oh!
has some more
what is he doing?
fees.
He could have taken out the church in front of the castle.
Yeah.
Are we being played here?
Are they texting each other?
I don't know. This
Are we
is-
being punked? Is Ashton Kutcher gonna pop out here at the end?
These are some memes we have not yet seen.
Now
to
that
this level.
cleric is going to do wonders. Now
Yep.
Jimba has to play defensively. He can only take out the priest and
That cleric
and-
is killable because the sudden death damage onto the castle can be healed up, despite it being at 28.
Oh, but I mean, but that's a 50-50 chance.
It is.
And I
It
don't think
is.
Jimba can afford losing one of these rat hovels to a 50-50 chance.
So what would you do
However,
in
I
RedMaster's
mean, at this
position?
point,
Would you sacrifice
You have to.
the,
You have
the
to.
blacksmith?
You have to.
Oh,
You
but no,
have
wait.
to.
If he sacrifices the blacksmith, then the cleric only has 2 damage.
Oh, oh my God, you're right. Oh, there goes the cleric.
What?
Oh my God, this game.
No, we
is
don't
giving-
see Courthouse enough that they're still making mistakes on it, despite running it in their own deck. All right. Well, we know.
I hate
Jimba's-
these two. I hate these two so much right now. They're literally making us sit here and just watch rats trade with each other. I'm gonna give them a fucking pep talk after this.
Yeah.
RedMaster better have something. I really hope he has other units in his hands.
We gotta tell them that it's not April Fool's anymore.
This is horrible. Okay,
Well,
that could do something.
So we as
but now we're back to
foretold, we
but now we're
spawn
back
3
to
rats,
rats
we kill
trading
3
against
rats.
Oh my God.
So it's up to RedMaster to play 1 more unit that the rats can't trade with.
Right. He needs to take out a rat hovel. Who can take out a rat hovel first? Whoever loses the rat hovel is losing the game.
Guaranteed. Alright, what you
There's
got?
no question about it. Red, if please for the love of God have another unit in your
I
hand.
think these are his last 3 cards. I haven't kept track of it, but
Alright.
we'll look on his next turn if he draws any. Alright, rat. Alright, he did not draw any cards, so we're looking at his last 3 cards. And what could they be? Hidden Fees? We haven't
Yeah,
seen 3
they
copies
have
of
to
that.
be spell cards. If he's running 1 hidden fee, he has to run multiple hidden fees. I mean, the only thing that Red has going for him is he has a blacksmith.
Well, if he's not playing these units, if they are unplayable cards, if they're truly dead cards, then this is a truly dead game.
At some point, he's gonna have to rush the blacksmith.
Oh, but he can't afford to.
He can't. He can take out a rat hovel, but because
sorry,
Jimba can't.
Redmaster has to rush the blacksmith forward.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
Because Jimba can't kill the blacksmith because he has no buffs and
No,
the rats have
I
two.
think he should move it one space forward, and
Right.
that allows him
And
to
threaten
either
the rat
hit
hovel.
the.
It's not. It's not. It's not a stalemate. Oh, it's past your point. RedMaster just needs to grow some balls right now and push the blacksmith forward.
He had the opportunity earlier on with that cleric.
He has it every turn. He has it every turn
It's
because
true, he
Jimba has
still
to trade
has it.
all 3 units.
He had it before, and he still has it.
Rush the blacksmith. I'ma scream, bro.
Do it for the sake of tweaking. He can't take it anymore.
I'm becoming sober.
Alright. Well, how was your day?
This is horrible, dude. I just what is there to comment on?
There's nothing new. It's the same. You know, there's the rule in chess where if the same turn happens 3 times in a row back to back, then it's an automatic stalemate. I didn't think we'd need that in Cards and Castles, but maybe we do. Maybe we do. So we're taking guesses at this point.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Red has to realize that Jimba is doing nothing but trading with these rats, and if RedMaster can just push his blacksmith forward to take out 1 rat hovel, it's over. Because Jimba is going to have to play defensively, and that way, that means 2 rats will still survive from RedMaster's turn.
Well, I gotta say, the beginning of the game, very exciting, high level entertaining. But we've gotten to a point where we might need to put up like a 50 years later screen, and then so
cue the SpongeBob's like 1 year later. These guys might have all night, but I certainly don't.
Yeah, well, I can leave my screen recording on while I sleep, and then we'll come back tomorrow to see if the game is still going.
Oh my god, this is a battle of endurance now.
It's no longer about Cards and Castles. It's become one of those games where
who has the higher will?
Yeah, one of those survivor challenges. Who can stand here the longest and just wait it out?
You know, if I was in either RedMaster's or Jimba's spot, and this was my game to be ranked #1, I would have already surrendered 10 turns back. I don't want it that bad. I would have surrendered. I would have said, have it, I'm done.
Right. Well,
I'm not just trading rats.
We gotta talk about some nuanced strategy.
Jimba screwed up. Jimba screwed up.
If RedMaster had pushed his blacksmith here, we could have seen some real action. No! No!
What are you doing? All right. These dudes are working together. These dudes are working together.
Let's talk about some high-level strategy here. I think what they can do to gain the edge if they weren't working together is you can run out the time, because it just makes the game feel longer for the opponent. You just run it out right till the end, then you push your rats. Or, you know what you have to do is get your emote game be stronger than the opponents. You gotta... The sillies are fun, but you gotta start calling them a coward, start calling them a snob. Really, it's the best you can do.
This is mentally draining. We've been at this for probably 7 minutes now, and it feels like 30.
Well, I can tell you the recording has been running for over half an hour. So we're looking at I don't know, maybe 2 more hours to go.
No, this game's endless. Until RedMaster decides to grow a pair and rush his blacksmith forward, this is going to be like a Black Mirror episode where nothing gets done and everything. Oh my god. He ends his turn. Will Jimba end his turn? Oh, he's a man of his word. Alright, Red, you have. Well, Red just screwed himself. What is this? What is happening?
I don't know. I mean, sure, Jimba's technically getting a rat advantage here, but there is no
Yeah.
world where he's gonna get to do 4 damage with his 1 damage rats. So now they're just ending turn. You know, have you ever looked on Cards TV and you're thinking, I wonder what the longest game in turns on the Cards TV is?
This
Well,
is what they.
now you
They are
know.
wasting. My god, I wasted my Saturday to watch this. These two owe me something. They owe me compensation.
Yeah.
They owe me reparations. They owe me everything. I need a Venmo. I need Venmo, PayPal, Amazon gift card because this is horrible. This is painful to watch. I had high expectations. This is nothing but memes.
You know what we could do though? Is here they are, battling it out, see who's going to surrender first. What if we put another twist on it and the casters are the first ones to leave?
Yeah, what
We
if we just leave? What if we just leave?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's been an excellent episode of Casting Conflicts. Thanks for tuning in.
this will be the last time RedMaster and Jimba are ever paired up with each other ever again. We're never going to allow this
Agreed.
to ever happen again.
The other option we have before we pull the trigger here is we could message them in game. What do you think?
Oh, I will message them individually. I will tell Red to grow some balls and rush the blacksmith. It's happening right now.
All right.
I'm loading the game.
Messages are underway. We'll continue for a little bit longer. The game goes on. There is no stopping. Oh, Jimba! With the disrespect rat push. The Treaty of Versailles has been overthrown. RedMaster now pauses to... Oh, no, he adheres. Adheres to the Code of Conducts. Well... And the excitement has died down once again. Okay, I say if we wait out 3 more minutes and this game is still running, we can call it a caster surrender vote.
I told Red he's got 3 minutes before Jump and I surrender.
He's got the courthouses. All he has to do is rush forward the units. No, even still, this game is...
I mean, at this point, I think they're dead even now. Red lost his advantage because now he's going to take out the blacksmith.
And there it is, folks.
God
Right.
damn it, Red. Now Red does have an advantage here.
And now the triple church can heal up the other churches and the other rat hovels. There is no way to damage anything.
Now Red's going to have 1 rat alive next turn.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He cannot kill the church.
But he can spawn block 1 rat. depending on what rats Jimba kills. He can spawn black one rat.
Oh, and you
that-
think it may compound.
Yeah, and
Alright.
I swear to God, Red, if you don't spawn block one of these rats, I'm going to scream, bro.
Okay.
Oh, thank
I
God.
think that was the wrong side. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but he had a cleric this whole time.
I hate these dudes. I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. I'm gonna give them an earful. They are definitely messaging each other on Discord.
If we don't surrender here, caster surrender, then we can.
Do we have it? Do we have any integrity left? He can still spawn block.
He can still spawn block. There are only 2 rats to trade. We can double spawn block.
Oh my God!
This is a possible win, but Jimba has decided to run the clock as if the game was not long enough.
These dudes are working together, and oh my God, these goons.
This file, either RedMaster is gonna have to give me the password to his YouTube channel, or else I'm gonna have to upload this file somehow, and it's it might break the internet. It's gonna be too big.
This is giving me a headache.
Okay, well, Jimba spawn blocked himself.
I'm about to leave the booth. I'm about to tell my wife I'm coming home early.
Now we can kill a church here. It can happen.
Fuck the church. You need the rat hovels gone.
Yeah, but we can't kill a rat hovel this turn. Oh no, you can. You can kill a rat hovel. No, because you can only attack from 2 different sides.
Yeah.
You have the damage.
I mean, the cleric's gonna survive. The cleric's gonna survive. You can kill it next turn.
True.
But is Red going to push any of his units, or is he
Oh
just
no,
going
because
to...
it'll heal. Oh no, not necessarily heal 3 times.
No, you don't have
If
to.
it hits
You don't have to attack with. I mean, you can hit the church with the cleric. I mean, you can kill one of the churches.
But there's no reason for Red to be stalling here unless they're colluding. Well, our 3 minutes is up. Do you have any parting words?
Yeah, fuck these two.
All right, peace. See you next time.